Yahbashim Yahshabrak. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Step right on. Hey, Shalom Yahbashim Yahshabrak Thumb. To the brothers, Shalom Shamara Thumb by Hashem Yahweh to the sisters. This is Priest Officer Isaiah Ward out of Isupk, Delaware. We want you to come to Wilmington, Delaware for Sabbath Service every Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m., man. 1232 North King Street. Or you can check us out down Delaware South, 202 North DuPont Boulevard. All right? Come on in, man, and learn your history and heritage. All right? Shalom. Step right on up, bro.
A beast, blood in my teeth, I got them all beat. Circulate that paper with my niggas like Black Wall Street. You know revenge, my love. Yeah. 2 twin Glocks, I see your ass in sandstone like the Isley brothers. Better take deep.
Oh, Shalom, Israel. It is Officer Thashayam of the Isupk under Commander General Yana. We have classes every Monday with me right here at 7 to 9. All right, come on down and have classes with your boy if you're in the Delaware area. All right, we at 202 North DuPont Boulevard. That's in Smyrna, Delaware. It's the Delaware South. Come on down, Israel. Shalom.
Got in the Isupk, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east and pray aloud. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess see what my...
When I teach, you don't take me serious. Maybe because you don't understand, but I'm learning milk scriptures.
Pretty soon, what I'm saying will begin to make sense. I can break down the more heavier scriptures. Before you know it,
I'll be confounding your pastor and anybody else that claims they know this Bible. All because of milk.
Right.
That's right. Isupk milk scriptures. It does the body good.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, see me one more time, boy.
Excuse me, I got a question. Somebody give me Romans 13 and 11. I have a question. It's a Ronald car, man. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
Khan, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Brother, you need a water? Thank you.
Hey, what's good, Zariah, man? What's up? Get your ass up. Oh, man, you always do tripping. What's going on, man?
What's good, Red?
Hey, man, they was clowning you at work today, man. So? I mean, we watched the video a couple times, but we really couldn't tell if it was you.
Yo, how's your eye?
Oh, it's cool. God damn!
What's up, Op? What's up, Op? Yo, let me get one of them flyers, man. Man, I ain't giving you shit. You better get the hell out of here before Cat Pop come out here. Man, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to come to class, man. Why you acting crazy?
Man, you need to go do that.
Man, I ain't giving him shit.
Man, what? Man, you ain't gonna give me shit. We need brothers to come to class.
Damn, man. Ite me yato me tararo tato. Man, you fucking racist, man. Give me this goddamn flyer, man. You acting crazy, home. Man, fuck you. Oh, shit. Tebow, nigga.
What? Who?
Tebow.
Oh, damn, I ain't been to class in a minute. Shit. Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bike. What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing. I thought you already collected the ties.
I did, but I want Red's 10%.
Stall him out.
What's up, Red? What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. You got something.
I ain't got. Hey, man, that's messed up, man.
Shut your ass up or I knock your ass out.
Yo, Tebow, man, that's messed up, man. Give him his money back.
What money?
You right, man. What money?
Hey, man, why ain't y'all help me?
Yeah, man, I paid my tithes.
Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all. What about the time he took the ties from me in Zariah's backyard? Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your ass down, man.
Man, I got mind control over Tebow. When he here, I pay my tithes. But when he leave, I pay my tithes.
Man, damn, man. I should have just paid my tithes, man.
Man, that nigga gonna cry in the car.
Should have paid his tithes.
Shit, real shit.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so high, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hit shit. What I speak is the
What's up,
truth.
y'all?
I don't care if it's offensive.
What's up, Red?
Life that I chose, no turning
Thanks for the
back
bike.
in this. They don't
What you got on my ties, homie?
God damn, man.
What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive.
God
Life
damn.
that I chose, no turning back. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness.
Tebow, nigga.
Tebow. So you know it's endless. I'm solidified and stamped. That's why I walk with a signet.
I want to do
Salaya, what was good? Be like, man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
All right, word. Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
Blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with the shit. The other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me. Wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the brand.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
Delaware, 202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
Fuck with him, no drama. Yes.
Hey, shalom, Lord of Christ. Oh, somebody, how we got this joint?
You know, you don't got yours? I don't got my laptop. My joint broke, man. Everybody kept holding the joint.
Here we go. We live. All right, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb. To the brothers, shalom, Shemar Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah. You know what I mean? To the sisters. This is ISUPK. ISUPK started out of 1 West Harlem, New York. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the true children of the house of Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is Sabbath Service, and we about to go ahead and get this kicked off. Cam? Oh, that's Drake's. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Sorry. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Thug. Sorry.
Last hour.
Okay. Shit. Sorry. Salaki. Sorry. All right. Then the Israel Majum. I'm Salaki. A Majum, which means to stand. Upon your Hakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew and in the English.
All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Ba'ah. Ratazayak. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanaw. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaknaw. Kabawatanaw.
Kasalaknaw.
Kabawatanaw. Wala'ah. Taba'ayanaw. Banasaya 1. Abal. Awashayanaw. Mayun. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Waha'parwa. Wa'asalakia. La'awalamya. Aman.
Which you said in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever.
So be it. All right, this is the prayer for the power.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Baba Kashab.
Baba Kashab.
Batananau.
Batananau.
Hakak.
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 Lar Pa'ah.
Lar Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Kal Madawa.
Kal Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakwi.
Lahakwi.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatamas'ala.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
By Hashem Yahushai.
By Hashem Yahushai.
Wadaman.
The Wadaman will be said in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Bless. What's the blessing? Okay. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right. This is the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
By Sha'ala.
By Sha'ala.
Wahaba Saparia.
Wahaba Yasaparia.
By Hashem Yahushai.
By Hashem Yahushai.
Wadaman.
The Wadaman will be said in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. All right. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah.
Aisha'ah.
Ayunyan.
Ayunyan.
Al-Haryan.
Al-Haryan.
Ma'yan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izari.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Ra'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakaka.
La'ayakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Kalrai.
Kalrai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'aid.
Wa'aid.
Awalum.
Awalum. Will be said in the English. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Will neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. All right. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Al-Damayalaka. Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yara Salakia. Yara Yamwa.
Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Waya'at. Salakia. Wayatha. Ya'itazawa. Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Marwa.
Al-Marwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakira.
Wanakakira.
Magalia.
Yagalia.
Wala'ayasakar.
Wala'ayasakar.
Shamyasha'ala.
Shamyasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'itazawa.
Nawa'itazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakauda.
Yakauda.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarthwa.
Yakarthwa.
Ahalya.
Ahalya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashimi Alyam.
Wayashimi Alyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Imawan.
Imawan.
Imalak.
Imalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amshabia.
Amyashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Selah.
Selah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadia.
Kamadia.
Kasaya Sara'a.
Kasaya Sara'a.
Kayabia.
Kayabia.
Banakol.
Banakol.
Kwayashawan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashmadwa.
Bayanda Ara.
Bayanda Ara.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adapma.
La Adapma.
Shayathumba.
Shayathumba.
Nada Yamawa.
Nada Yamawa.
Kara.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
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 Wakatazal Manad.
Wakatazal Manad.
Kal Nasia Kumwa.
Kal Nasia Kumwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nairasha.
Nairasha.
Lanawa.
Nawa.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayathumba.
Shayathumba.
Kagalgala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakwa.
Lapanya Rakwa.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaira. Salakia Tabaira Yaira.
Tabaira Yaira.
Wakala Haba.
Wakalaba.
Falahat.
Falahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadatma.
Tharadatma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa wa Apaka.
Wabasa wa Pafka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Malaha.
Malaha.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakashwa.
Wayabakashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayahabowa.
Wayabowa.
Aya Ai.
Aya Ai.
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya the Awa.
Waya the Ira.
Kaya Atha.
Kaya Atha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labarka.
Labarka.
Aya One.
Aya One.
Al.
Al.
Cal.
Cal.
Aharatasa.
Aharatasa. What we said in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo. Thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted.
Against thine enemies.
Against thine hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ammon.
Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zeed.
And like Zeed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
As Amunah.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like the wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble for the wind.
As a stubble for the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth for wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
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 That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. All right. This is the blessings. I believe it's called a power structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Ma'aka Allah.
Why Ma'aka Allah.
Why Allah Hayam.
Why Habim.
Matazabaya.
Matazabaya.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawak Yum.
Alawak Yum.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Akwatazayanyam.
Akwatazayanyam.
Haka Al Yahyam.
Haka Al Yahyam.
Waha Akwati.
Wa Akwafi.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Waraman.
The Waraman. All right. And we said in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The captains.
The captains.
Oh, so like the generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And assistants.
And assistants.
Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh, the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Yeah. All right. This is the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against thy prophets.
That speak against thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich.
Of the rich.
Of Israel.
Of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into the sanctuary.
To enter into the sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations. And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
The Planned Parenthood.
The Planned Parenthood.
All the governments.
All the governments.
Of our enemies.
Of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Hazakamatazi.
Hamakamatazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
Of any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
And try to stop
from
us.
broadcasting your word.
From broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go.
Cause them to go.
To and fro.
To and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues shake.
Let the plague shake.
The house of the thief.
The house of the thief.
And the murderer.
And the murderer.
Let
Yahushua.
Michael. And Gabriel.
And Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Come down with the flying saucers.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathen.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That it is the angels that have done it.
That it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at that coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, sir. Turn. Yeshabian. This means to be seated. All right. Yes, sir. Man, we back in the game, baby. It's back to work, man. Yeah, I mean, we had a nice vacation. Nice day to be. We was in heaven, man. Last week in ATL, man. Clap it up for ATL, man. Yo, ATL definitely represented. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Nakashawan. The amazing work hosting, man. I mean, listen, man. Everything was glorious. You know what I mean? Wednesday, the slaughter of the lambs. You know what I'm saying? We ate. We gathered together, you know what I mean? We danced, you know what I'm saying? The kids played their butts off, you know what I'm saying? Cam was out there, you know, you got to see some of the lambs get they just due. And it was crazy because like the one lamb that was left behind, he was just like, nah. He was left behind, like, what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, listen, man, right? Like, you going on, brother. I'm ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you got it.
Cam, so when you saw that, what did you think?
I mean, I saw before. I saw my dad cut that out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, it's just what's happening.
That's and how was my son acting?
Oh, Ace was all over the place.
Okay.
Ace was all over the place, man. You know what I mean? But that's another thing is just like when we are all together like that, we ain't got no worries.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, of course, we want to make sure that our boundaries is tight.
Make sure
you know what I mean?
Still around
Exactly.
Children,
but I mean, them kids, when y'all come out here with us, it's like some folks be forgetting about their daggone kids.
Yeah, because as long as there's a perimeter and there's security, the kids they're gonna play, they're gonna run around and have fun, and it's not too hard to find them. Hey, you seen? Yeah. And then it's a lot of kids that are older than the younger ones that keep them in line,
keep them ranged up. Exactly, man. You know what I mean? Like your son keeping kids in line, huh?
Oh, he
heard he had a little mini Hebrew Academy over there. You know what I'm saying?
Also, Thashayim had to check him.
Yeah, man. But it was dope, man. Like that was dope. Of course, we had the next day. The brothers had the Hebrew Academy trials, man. Big shots out. Let's clap it up for them. For my graduates up in the house, we got Dash in the building. You know what I mean? Hall right here. You know what I mean? Class of 2025, man. So proud of these brothers, man. They really went through. It was not easy. This brother went through with a broken foot. You know what I mean? It was not easy. And Kaash, man, jumped out there. You know what I'm saying? That boy, man, big shocker, man. Listen, you know what I mean? Took that. He took the mace in the face. Right. But yeah, man, it was just dope to see these brothers, you know what I mean, go through that. And y'all's theme was resurrection. You know what I'm saying? And to see these brothers get resurrected out of this world and into this truth and become new creatures and new men was something that was amazing to see. You know what I mean? I've seen how some of these brothers went into Hebrew Academy and they came out new men. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show that we build soldiers here in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it was amazing to see the turnaround. You know what I mean? Don't turn back. Ain't no 360s up in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is what's it, 180?
Yeah. 180.
Yeah. That's it. You go one way. Ain't no turning all the way back around and becoming the man who you used to be. You know what I mean? You killed that man through Hebrew. Whatever was left of that man should have been killed through Hebrew Academy. Those unalived.
Right.
You know what I mean? He should have been done after Hebrew Academy. And that's what that's for. That's the spirit behind it. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all brothers on the corners with y'all covers.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? It's a different way of living, man. I'm trying to tell you. And I pray y'all never drop your sword. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming to get your coat.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? It'll be a coat then. Because I'm gonna hang it right up on it. This is a nice place to hang. Nice circle. You know what I mean? Hang it right up there. We got a place for you. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to y'all, man. What else we had we had the
Black Party.
The Black Party was amazing. Pastor Troy was out there. China Monet, of course. Captain Nakai, Captain Ty Ward did they thing. Shar, you know what I mean? 2G did his thing. I mean, listen, man. It was amazing. It was amazing, man. I was outside half the time hollering at brothers. We was doing scriptures, talking about scriptures outside.
I won a raffle outside.
You won a raffle. This dude got a whole what was it? A
tablet.
You know what I'm saying? So it was dope, man. Everything was dope, man.
It was excellent. If I could, so
you got it.
One of my friends from the world that I grew up with in my neighborhood, he actually moved to Atlanta, so he was able to come down and see the brotherhood of what we got going on.
Right.
His perception of us, because if you only know one thing about ISUPK, you'll know we're gonna be on them street corners,
right?
Raising our voices,
right,
and condemning anything that goes against the Most High. And to some, that can be off-putting,
right?
But what he saw was more than just us on the corner. He saw us being together and how we act amongst each other, how we got our own vibe and our own flavor, how we not robots, and he felt comfortable around us.
They're going right.
He felt like, he said, I see my bros in good hands with these brothers around.
Yeah.
So it was good to see, because I don't have too many people, from the world that get to come to events. They might check a class out here and there, but to come to an ISUPK event where we still have structure, but we're allowed to be ourselves and we're allowed to be brothers and, just, be around each other. And it just was amazing for them to see.
Yeah, it definitely was, man. It was like, it shows all the hard work and dedication, what it leads up to when we get together at the Passover.
Right.
You know what I mean? I definitely encourage brothers to do a lot because it definitely does not go unrecognized. And to walk around the brothers and dapping up folks and talking to folks. I know I was getting on folks' nerves, man. Cap left me a couple times because I talk to everybody. I'll talk to every single last person. You know what I'm saying? And we just going around and just interacting with your brothers, you know what I'm saying, and your sisters and everything like that. It's dope, man. It's not a place where you can come and act like you don't like a black a brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't come here and be staring at somebody just to be staring at something. You know what I mean? Yeah. You come here and you interact. Your brother that you said that came in the world, he can come in there and know safely. He could go to somebody and be like, "Oh, what's up?" And we'll get this from him. You know what I mean? It's not just like, you know what I mean? It's like, "Oh, Shalom, what's going on?" You know what I mean? Like we know each other. You never met this person in your life. You know what I'm saying? So it was glorious, man. It was glorious, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. You know what I mean? I can't. Now it's like I can't wait till the next barbecue. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to the next barbecue and get it again. I think I'm gonna go to a couple this year, man.
And the longer you're in the truth, the more brothers you get to become friends with.
They're going right.
Especially with a thing like Hebrew Academy, I didn't gain friends, that I never thought, I would have.
Right.
And brothers that I would have probably never spoken to because you'll just never be around them.
Right.
Like brothers like all the way from, not even all the way, but brothers like Mathumya from Trenton. There's no way I would get to interact with Mathumya from Trenton. Right. There's no way I would get to, interact with Ithanya and Nathaniala because them brothers is from Philly. One of them from Kensington.
Right.
I would never get to interact with them.
Right.
Quatazar. I would never get to interact with those brothers.
Some heavy hitters, man. He over here name dropping. He over here name dropping over here. This dude think he famous over here. You know what I'm saying? He naming all the famous cats out of Philly and Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
But I would never get to interact with them brothers.
Right.
So, I just appreciate, what the men above me did as far as keeping the discipline to have, a structure and a home for brothers to come and be able to be around each other and maintain their masculinity, maintain, their morality and have decorum around each other and still be able to show each other love. We crack jokes a little bit, but everything we do is in the best interest of each other. And it just shows when we're at the black party. So I definitely can't wait till the next barbecue.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I think it's Chicago. I think it is.
Oh, good night.
I believe it's Chicago.
And when's that taking place?
Where we at? Where month we at?
This is April.
April? I don't know. Well, as soon as I find out, we're gonna have it up there. Then of course we got the New York joint,
Right. Oh my goodness. I want to make a couple other barbecues before that because New York, that means it's September already.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they usually do that around August.
Right.
But yeah, man, amazing time, man. Listen, join us next year, man. It's every year is the Passover. All right. You know what I mean? It is our new year. All right. For some who don't know what the Passover is.
Right.
All right. The Passover is our new year. I had a discussion with somebody this morning and I was thinking about getting to it today, but you know what? We'll see. We'll see how the class goes. If those scriptures happen to pop up, we're bringing out, but I definitely going to be bringing them out tomorrow for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the closing of the feast. Yo, in your city, wherever you at, get with the Isupk, man. Somebody is holding the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread somewhere. We definitely going to be holding it right here in Smyrna, Delaware. You know what I mean? If you're in the Delaware area, we encourage you to come on through. We're going to have food here. We're going to have drinks here. Of course, we're going to have that amazing brotherhood. And of course, we're going to break out the scriptures and we're going to break down Leviticus 23 and what the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the Passover represents. All right. So let's get to it, man. Where we at?
We are, I think you just sent you the right ones. So this is April.
So we can do about April 19th, 12th. So Exodus 20 and 8.
Oh, you want to do April 12th?
Well, let's do 19th.
Because we did 20. Yeah. I think we did this at the Did we do this at the Passover?
Yeah, we did Leviticus. Let's start at Exodus
21 and 31.
Yeah, kind of.
Salakia. Let me get this Hebrew.
All right. And if y'all have any questions, any comments, please feel free to put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Right now, who we got? We got Princess Nizam Anna. All right. Shalom, Shamar, Thumb by Hashem Yahushua to you, sis. We also got Yaquar. All right. Shalom, Shamar, Thumb by Hashem to you. You know what I'm saying? No sign crazy, man. All right.
So that was Exodus. I mean, yes, it's like Exodus 21 and 31. Let me get there real quick.
Oh, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right, no sweat. Let me get there with you.
Yeah, once you start reading it, they ain't gonna want to hear me.
Yeah, whatever, man. Man, shoot, them brothers that was reading during the Passover. Good night. I'm trying to get like that.
It went by so fast.
All right.
And this concludes the service.
I was like, wait a minute. We would have just got through the verse the second ago.
All right, let me see. All right, so Exodus 30 and verse 21.
All right, so what the brother's going to do, for those first timers, he's going to be reading 7 verses in the Hebrew. All right.
All right, so the book of Exodus, chapter 30 and verse 21. Wa'at Salakia. Wa'akar. Yala daha. Bath. Wathaqwa ra. Ath. Shama. Diana. Verse 22. Waya Zakar. Alahayam. Ath. Recall. Waya Shemai. Alaya. Alahayam. Waya Pathak. Av. Ra. Kama. Verse 23. Wayathahar. Wathalad. Ban. Watha Amar. Asap. Alahayam. Ath. Kara Pathaya. Verse 24. Watha Quara. Ath. Shamawa. Yawasap. La'amar. Yasap. Yahweh. La'aban. Akar. Verse 25. Waya Salakia. Waya. Why? Wa'ai. Kashar.
Wa'aisha. It's like it. Wa'aisha Yatha. You had 25, right?
Yeah, at the next word.
Yeah.
But that's Kashar, right? Kashar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kashar.
Yalada. Recall. Ath. Yawasap. Waya Amar. Ya'ai Quab. Al. Laban. Shala Kanya. Walaka. Al. Makwawam. Ya. Wala Ratazaya. All right, verse 26. Thana Af. Nashaya. Wa'af. Yaladaya. Or Salakia. That would be Yaladai. Ashar. Ibadathai. Salakia. Good night. Athak. Bahan, Wa'al Ka, Kaya, Atha, Yada'if, Ath, Abadatha, Ashar, Abada Thayak. All right, so that was 7, right? So 30. All right, so let me get that into English.
You got right through that, huh?
Most High in Christ.
Most High in Christ. He said, I'm going to get here early and practice my Hebrew.
All right, let me see.
Exodus 31, right?
Exodus 30 and verse
21. 21. You reading along, Ken? You in there?
Okay, Salakia. Was I even in the right spot? Good night. Hold on, Salakia, y'all.
That's what.
Give me 1 second. If I could, let me just make sure. I don't know if I just flipped it down because it's a lot.
21 and 31.
Yeah, Exodus 21 and 31.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was in the wrong spot, I think. Exodus 21 because I was in 31. Exodus 21. Where was I? Yeah.
All right, so Exodus 21 and 31. Let me just get it in English.
That's why my word was different from yours.
Yeah, I was like, no, that I was messed up too. So I'm gonna make sure I get it right.
What's that?
Exodus 21, 31. All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 31. Whether he gave gourd a son or have gourd a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done unto him. If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good.
See, this is the law that we bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you know, in the Christian church, we think that the law is done away with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Christ died. So because Christ died, we just forget about everything. Right? Even the Passover. Because Christ died, now we're not to keep the Passover. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you actually read the scriptures, it says do what?
Keep the feast.
It says keep the feasts. No, we're not out here sacrificing blood of goats and sprinkling it on altars and making atonements for sin.
Right.
We don't have to do that no more because Christ died for that.
Right. Could I read that for you, sir?
If you could.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, starting with verse 7.
Wait. Did you say 5 and verse 7?
Come on, sir. That's the New Testament.
That's New Testament, ain't it?
It is.
Somebody sent me Corinthians 5 and 7. Yeah. But go ahead.
Purge out, therefore, the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump.
Oh, wait. Purge out the old leaven, that she may be a new lump. Go ahead.
As ye are unleavened. For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
He's sacrificed for us.
Right.
We don't have to sacrifice the blood of goats because Christ is the sacrificial lamb.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yes, we understand that. Does that then mean that we then continue in sin?
God forbid.
God forbid. Get rid of that old leaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the Pharisees and the Sadducees that was just going out here sinning and then atoning for the daggone sin. Oh, I can go ahead and just do what I want because there's a dove. I can just go ahead and sacrifice these 2 turtle doves. You know what I'm saying? I can do what I want and then do the sacrifice, and that'll suffice. But Christ did not die so that sin may abound. That's not what he died for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the one thing that we have to understand. So when we sit here talking about the ox killing somebody, if your ox kills my son, we gonna kill that ox.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? It's a law for that. If I make a ditch and I'm making a ditch to catch it, maybe I'm trying to catch a boar, right? Because boars is, the boar skin, it used to be very expensive. And the reason why is because them things is hard to kill. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I set a trap for a boar, you know what I'm saying? And your ox falls into it and he breaks something, or, you know what I mean? It dies. Well, that's my ox, bro.
Right.
Like, you killed my ox. Or my ox died on your property. You gotta make that right. You see what I'm saying? So the law, these laws that was put in place, there's laws for everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a law that you can't marry sisters no more. Why? Because of Rachel and Leah. Probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of Rachel and Leah and all that grief. But you can't marry sisters. There's a law for that. There's a law. Ain't that nothing? There's a law against homosexuality. Ain't that something? But I guess we're supposed to forget about that too since Christ died.
What about if they could sing in the choir real good?
Ba, 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 boom.
Is that a loophole?
Right. They be singing soprano section.
But Salaki, if I could.
Salaki, you got it.
No sweat. I'll read the last
one.
one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go right in.
For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, let us keep the feast.
Let us do what?
Let us keep the feast.
Let us do away with the feast.
Keep the feast.
Not my Jesus.
Keep the feast.
My God does not require it.
Keep the feast.
Keep the feast. Keep the feast. This is New Testament?
This is the New Testament.
Where are you coming from again?
1 Corinthians chapter 5.
And verse what?
Verse 7 through 8.
So we just had to go up one because 8 started 8 again. What's the top of 8?
Hold on, let me just actually go to it versus reading it from the note. So the top 8 says, therefore let us keep the feast.
That's the top of 8.
That's the top of
right after 7.
Right after 7.
Top of 8.
And it look.
What? Let me see.
You see that?
Yeah.
Semicolon.
That's a continuation.
Yes. That's the subject of the first line.
Something else. You just gotta read a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't let your lump, don't let your leaven keep you away.
Right.
Because that's what that puffing up is. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of our pastors do. They are puffed up based off of what they believe is okay to continue in sin. I can eat pork because Peter says, and they get puffed up in that.
You know what else gets puffed up?
What's that?
The inflammation in that leg.
Good night.
Pork.
Good night.
Now you gotta be like LaMelo Ball's dad and get a whole
leg amputated. And yeah, I understand there's other things that cause these type of incidents. Our people are cursed, man.
They are.
We are. The script said that we would have a botch from the what do you say, from the sole of the feet to the knee, whatever.
Right.
It said that we would have that botch. You know what I'm saying? And that's because we will get all the diseases. Because why? These laws only pertain to us.
Right.
So we're the ones who's going to get punished for it when you don't keep them.
So you could try to be a Muslim and not eat pork.
Right.
You're still going to be cursed. And
here's another thing. Does your unbelief mean that that these laws is done away with?
Wow.
Just because you don't believe it, you think that, not my Jesus, I don't believe that, so I'm safe. You think that's how it's gonna work? No, that's not how it works, bro. You will get your just due, and it could be that you've been given to a reprobate mind and saved for that day of judgment. Ooh, I'd rather get that now, bro.
Yeah, sir.
Don't wait or punish me right away when I start falling. You know what I mean? So I can get right. So I have time to make it right. Don't let me get there and you open the book on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man. Passover is not done away with. The laws is not done away with. You know what I mean? We're not out here sacrificing goats. What you do is, if you sin, you repent and you don't sin again. It's simple. The book says he makes the simple wise. It's simple. You don't keep doing it. You don't look for a reason to do it. Why do you have to look for, if you got to look for a reason for what you want to do, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you got to sit there and say, well, I don't know, man. You know, I think I could holler at homie girl. You know what I mean? He ain't doing it right. He ain't taking care of her. You know what I mean? Don't the Lord want me to take care of this? Sis? Let me look and see if it's okay. No. You know what I'm saying? Good night, man. It just, you know, it baffles, you know, no, it doesn't baffle me. It doesn't baffle me. That's just how we are as a people. The scripture's been telling us since the beginning how stiff-necked we are.
Right.
How stubborn we are. It is what it is. That's what it is. That's what we have to deal with when we're dealing with our people. We have to deal with stiff-necked, stubborn people that don't want to do things right. That reject knowledge. I was telling you about that, Ken? How we reject knowledge as a people. That's the most I know who his kids is. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't reject knowledge. You should take this information, get it in your belly, and hate every other way. You should love the Psalms 119. You should read all of it, because it all talks about how we need to love thy precepts, love this law, and hate every other way. That's how we're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to the ox being dropped. We dropping oxes over here.
1 second.
No sweat. Literally. Hit pieces. Glorious.
Thanks to Officer Dasha.
Right?
John, for I need to up my game on the white head pieces. All right, so we are at Exodus chapter 21. And what verse did we leave off at?
I want to say we was at 32.
I'll do 30. I'll start at 34 to get that whole.
Okay, come on.
The book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 34. The owner of the pit shall make it good and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his. Verse 35. And if one man's ox hurts another, that he die, then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money of it. And the dead ox also shall they divide. Or if it be known that the ox hath used to push in time past, and his owner have not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead ox shall be his own.
Yeah, y'all hear this?
He got a history of doing it.
Yo, he got a history. You know that daggone pit bull.
Literally what I was thinking of. Literally.
You know that daggone pit bull be acting a fool, man, and you ain't put this joint up. You know he can't be outside chained on his fence because he always breaks off the daggone chain. Now this daggone thing done jumped the fence and killed my puppy.
Right, if I could.
No, you got it.
This is one of those things that shows you, and is a law to keep accountability for things that you can have in your control. Is dealing especially with your animals.
Right.
Like what Isupk War is saying is so heavy because there's so many videos I see scattered across, social media with dogs getting loose and maiming a child or running across the street. And you want to gamble with other people's safety because you don't want to take precautions, and the animal has a history of doing it.
Right.
I had a large dog,
You had a Mastiff, right?
I had a Mastiff.
Yeah.
I had 2 at one time, as a matter of fact.
Mm.
One had to go away because when we moved, we couldn't have both of them at the property we were at before. We moved. We had to give him to a family. But the one I kept, I made sure to keep him away because even though he was safe around people, even though he wouldn't just bite for no reason, the fear that I would see come on people's face when they would see this dog,
right?
I don't need people tripping, busting their head on the concrete because they're running from something.
Right.
So let me go ahead and keep the dog up. Let me make sure that I keep my dog away because if another dog gets aggressive, my dog is going to eat him. People got these large dogs. My dog was 175 pounds at his height. When he was at his strongest, he was 175 pounds.
Yeah, nice.
For a while, when I was young, I'm running around and stuff. I'm skinny. He weighed more than me at certain points in my life when I owned him. So these are perfect ways to keep you in line with just having some sort of wisdom. If you got a cat, you know the cat is going to claw somebody's eyes out. Put him away if you got
cat up.
Put him away if you got company.
You want to have the cat is in heat, and all you see is freaking a big old circle coming towards you. Put that daggone cat away, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate that. I used to go to people's house. You sitting there you trying to lay like this on the couch, and all of a sudden you just hear, wow.
Oh no.
Wow. And you turn and you got this big old hole just sitting there looking at you like that. Like, what the heck is going on here, man? Put your daggone cat up, man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man. What I just want to point out is that there was a law for everything. If you want to know how to move, you move according to this. That's why when it's talking about, you working with your brother, you doing business with somebody, you want to do business with somebody that's in the truth.
Right.
Because they're not going to do you dirty because I got this law. I got this law. And if you're going against this law, you're not doing me right. You know what I mean? Then how do I know you love me? This is this is elementary, man. 1 John 5:3. We know them that love you if they keep the law, statutes, commandments. They got to love themselves. That's how do you know you love it? Get that for me real quick, if I could. How else you gonna know I love you? What? Because you bought me a gift? Because you get a feeling? You don't even know what love is. Love is keeping the law, statutes, commandments. How can you do away with it? You see what I'm saying? How can it be done away with?
So the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 12. No man hath seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfect.
His love is perfect. His love is perfect. Isn't that one of the commandments? You love this by this hang all the commandments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Love thyself, love God, and then love your brother as you love thyself. I believe that is. What's that in John? I believe it is. But they don't understand what that scripture is saying is that you got to keep all the law in order to understand. Like it's like a trick way of him tricking you into understanding that you got to keep the law, statutes, commandments. You know the scripture I'm talking about? If I can get that real quick. Because 1 John, and while you getting that, I'm gonna read what I was talking about here. Why you getting that? This is 1 John. Salakia. Get that back here. Get over here. Come on, get out of here. What's going on with my phone?
Yeah, mine's been acting crazy.
Phone like to act crazy at the right moment here. Come on, stop that. Get out of here. All right. So I'm going to get to 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2. It says, by this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. That's how we know. Who's the children? Us, the 12 tribes of the house of Israel. How do I know I love this brother right here? Because I love the Most High and I keep his commandments.
I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? And it goes on, for whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world, and this is the victory. Now, if I can go back up, it says, for this is the love of God. This is verse 3. That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Why? Because there's no other way. It's not hard. It's not hard to be obedient, because you'll know that there's benefits of being obedient. This is our wisdom, man. This is our wisdom. This is what puts us above all the nations of the earth. All the nations in the, no other nation has been given a law like this. The law that we keep right here on earth is a copy of our law. They take bits and pieces and they add to, you can't go 65 and a 70, You know what I'm saying? But that murder and killing and being put in prison and stuff like that, they stole that from us. Except our law redeems you. You can go to jail for selling drugs and come out selling drugs. You see what I'm saying?
And on top of it,
go to jail for selling drugs, go in jail selling drugs, and come out selling drugs.
And the people who put you there,
right?
They're the ones who worked with cartels to get the drugs in your community
Ain't that
in
nothing?
the first place.
Ain't that nothing? Ain't that nothing?
Literally worked with the cartels.
But we over here resurrecting brothers using our law. Brothers is coming out of the streets. They stopped selling drugs. They stopped killing one another. They stopped going out and taking another man's wife. Seeing like you can only get famous unless you say in your song that you taking somebody else's girl.
Like it's like a requirement. You have to say it.
You have
to talk about unaliving your own people, and you have to talk about taking your people's women.
Yep.
You have to do that in order to sell records.
Yep.
Like you have to.
Okay.
What Salakia, Amalek. Amalek is not going to let you sell records unless you disgrace and dishonor your people. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
He's going. Salakia.
I'm Salakia. You finish it up.
No, I was just going to say he's going to build his people up by making sure you put your people down. That's just the way it has to be, because what do they want? They just want to get a little money out of it. They destroy the whole nation for a couple nickels.
They getting big pennies, man. And guess what you get for selling out your people? Little Bitcoins. You'll get some big money, might be making more than your brother, but for what cost, man? What profit a man is? Go ahead.
And Salakia,
you got it.
Here's the kicker: the very environment that they're creating works to their own detriment. They end up getting unalived by their brother. Somebody else ends up sleeping with their woman.
Right.
Didn't Drake sleep with Lil Wayne's woman?
Good night.
And he
he was locked up.
And he talking all this about he going to steal somebody's girl, this, that, and the fourth. Aren't brothers from Chicago always talking about what they going to do to another brother, and then they end up getting put? You're literally putting that out, helping raise children off of it that hear that, and then you have to go back into that environment.
Right.
And then it happens to you.
Okay. Because that's we don't realize the power of our own words, man. We're not supposed to be out here speaking like that. We're supposed to be speaking righteous things. What thus saith the Lord. Because what we say comes to pass, man. The scripture even talks about this tongue. Think about it. You know what I mean? A big old cruise ship is steered by what? That little old wheel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this right here is powerful. What you say right here moves. There's an old proverb. It says, "What you how's it start? Be mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your words. Your words become actions. Actions become habits. Habits then become your character." You understand that? Thoughts become words. Your thoughts become words, and then your words turn into action. That's the heaviest part.
It is.
The heaviest part is when your words become action because you start to move and people see it. People see what you're doing. Now your actions become habits, whether it be good or bad. If you done spoke something into your life, and oh, I'm a killer. Next thing you know, you're gonna start acting like that. Now you really are a killer. You might not have believed it at first. You might have had it in your head like I'm a killer, but I ain't really no killer. I ain't gonna really do it. But now you sitting there talking. Go ahead, you got it. You got it.
There was a brother that I grew up with, and what was funny is he looked like one of my close friends from my neighborhood. So I would joke with my boy every so often, like, "Oh, there go your brother," because they looked alike, right? And this brother was, born, around the same time I was, a little younger than me, and I'd see him around, the way. And every time I saw him, I spoke to him. He was cool. I don't even really remember his name, but where I'm from, it was such a small place that if you saw somebody, you would see him over and over again.
Okay, kind.
For some reason, this brother wanted to be a shooter, and he would constantly say stuff like that. He would constantly be, and I didn't know that he had turned into this until one day there was a barbershop shooting, and that brother had ended up doing something to somebody at the mall. And then when they saw each other again, I'm a shooter, this, that, and the fourth. That brother had a shootout in the barbershop I went to.
Good night.
And ended up being, I believe, paralyzed, and then ended up dying in jail.
Wow.
And none of it. He was even asking them to bring his firearm to the hospital while he was there. But the point of this story is that brother grew up completely different than his end, because he kept speaking that he's most likely listening to that music, and it's something that brothers want to wear as a badge of honor. If somebody says you're a shooter, that's the equivalent in the world of calling one of us a mighty priest,
right?
Like that's the equivalent. Like, yo, he's a shooter. Like, don't play with him. He's tough,
right?
But really, the brother was completely misguided. You don't gotta put a false facade on. Believe you me, you'll get your chance to prove yourself if you're tough or not. You don't even got to talk about it. If you're a warrior that got your brother's back, you don't even got to talk about it. Just when the time comes, prove it.
Exactly.
But you want to speak into existence that you're a shooter until you're shooting multiple people, and then you end up being shot and die in prison.
You're gonna find yourself around the wrong company,
right?
When you speaking like that and acting that way, when that's not you, that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? You was watching Care Bears when you was young,
right?
You know
Funshine Bear.
Yeah. You that ain't you, man.
You pretending the floor is lava,
right?
Listening to Darkwing Duck sing
like,
the theme
we
song.
talking about this dude right here. You a thug?
You a shooter now.
You a shooter. So you know what I'm saying? You be mindful of the things that you speak. You know what I mean? Learn the ways of your fathers, man. You know what I mean? Listen to your father. Listen to us, because we gonna, like the scripture says, raise up the child the way they should go. That's who you need to follow after. The scripture even talks about how we should always look to the fathers concerning all things. You know what I mean? And the fathers is the scripture, man. That's who's speaking to you.
Damn right.
There's your forefathers is speaking to you and telling you some of the things that they did right and some of the things they did wrong. Let me get that out your way. I'm no sweat. You know what I'm saying? And that's the purpose of this book.
Damn right.
All right.
It's one more verse that I got.
No sweat.
All right. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep.
That's a gift for stealing.
That is perfect.
That's perfect.
Restoration.
That's good. Yeah. You stole my ox and sold it? That's ill.
You got to make that man whole again.
Yeah.
And for his troubles, he needs to get back what he lost and more.
Right, because during that whole time you had my joint and stole my ox, I'm out here struggling. I'm out here stressing. I can't get you stole my car and sold my car to the chop shop.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Somebody stole my car.
Good night.
I remember my son was still in Pampers. They stole my car, threw all his baby stuff out into my yard, and drove down the street and ended up in Ocean City.
Dang.
When I tell you the amount of rage, that's why I'm so thankful that the Most High just be putting me in different things to where I learn what to do and what not to do, because that's enough to make you want to put somebody under the dirt.
Yeah.
You stole my car, smoked, like literally, it smelled like a dispensary when they brought my joint.
Oh man.
It smelled like a dispensary.
Oh, so they went joyriding.
They went joyriding. They went all the way to Ocean City and then got caught for stealing somebody's cell phone. But when you do something like that to a brother, it's not just the object. It's also the act of doing it that causes other issues.
Yeah.
I got to rent a car. You had the keys, so now I got to change all the locks. I got to do all this stuff.
You don't know what you done left in your car. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, I can imagine.
So Esau's law tried to make them pay, but they ended up never, because it's called what's it called? Restitution. So Esau's laws try to mimic it, but it's just it's just a small
nothing for you.
Yeah,
we just gonna put him in jail because but you don't get nothing.
But I didn't get the restoration or whatever it's called. It's something that you have to give money to the victim sometimes. But I didn't receive that because they ended up just bolting, doing whatever they did.
Yeah,
and I would have much rather you can just never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I'll say something drawing because I'd have
popped him because I'm a shooter.
Nah. I was gonna say just lock us both in. Lock us all. It was two of them. Lock us in a room together.
Let me get a couple. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I get my restitution one way or the other. You know what I'm saying. But that's once again, man. There's laws for everything. If you read the book, if you read these laws, you realize that it's definitely more than 10. This is a law. This is something, like you said, this is the judgment. This is the law, and this is the judgment that's passed on, if you steal an oxen and so on and so forth. All right. Stealing another man's goods hurt. You know what I'm saying? So today you might not have an ox, but you got a car. You see what I'm saying? You got something that helps you to make money. How else you going to get to work? You need your vehicle. So if somebody stole your vehicle and they was caught, what they would have to do is give you 4 vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Or pay me something.
Right. Give me that and a new vehicle.
Give me that and just give me a new vehicle. And pay me for the time that I've lost. To pay me for the money that I lost, and having to get a rental, and having to get new keys made. Whatever I had to do, you should be able to. You should make it right. That's all. When it comes down to it, make it right. And that was an excellent judgment. And guess what? It'll make you do. It make you not want to steal again.
Right.
I bet you any brother that has went through this. Back in those days, I bet you he never stole again. Or when he heard that, he knew I don't want to steal. Because that judgment right there, that's a righteous judgment. So I'm not going to steal from my brother because I don't want to have to go through that. But what did the Pharisees and the Sadducees do? They just said, well, I just got to give him 5 oxen.
Instead of being deterred
from doing it. I just gotta give him 5 oxen, man. Let me go ahead and get this because I need this bread right now.
Salakia. Can't be stealing cell phones in high school? They ain't stealing people's cell phones? AirPods. Okay, that's what they steal.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna need the Beats Pro. You steal my AirPods.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm gonna need those and the Beats Pro.
What you want if somebody stole your phone, man? Look at that face. He's like, I'm about to kill him. He's dead.
And I'm be like, nah, I need my phone back.
Right.
At least 3 Corey Kenshin animes. Mangas, how they say it? Mangas. manga. You
Yeah,
gonna
I
need all
didn't
that.
know what you was talking about. Good night. Cam started smiling over there, like, yeah, that's righteous. That's righteous. That's a righteous judgment right there. Oh man, but I'm just saying, man. Here we go, Cam. What do you think you should get back for your tablet that they stole when we?
Oh no, somebody stole your tablet.
Yeah,
Somebody stole Cap's.
That drone.
They stole his drone from the airport. Back when he went, I forgot where he went, but he had, and they stole an excellent drone.
Yeah, that drone was like 4 racks.
Now it was like 1,500. I think it was like 15.
Was it 15?
Maybe everything he added, but it was like it probably came up to about 2,000 altogether with all the stuff that.
Because he had that drone was amazing.
Yes, it was.
That drone was amazing. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Airport.
Yeah.
So they got to give him the drone back.
Mm-hmm.
They got to give him whatever accessories would make the drone better, and possibly buy him a new drone.
Yeah, I would say they would have to give him a new joint. All that.
Something, more expensive than he had before.
Dang right. Make it right. Make it all the way right. At least just give me just a better one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, where we at? Was that the end of that?
That's like, so that was the end. Let me see where we at.
What verse was that? This 144.
That was Exodus 21. Or Salaki, we left off at Exodus 22 and verse 1, so you will start at 2.
22 and verse 2. All right, I'm gonna bang this out, then we go ahead into the, you know what I mean. All right, so 22 verse 2. Salaki. All right. Zaraka Hashamash Alayawa Damayam Lawa Shalom Yashalam Ayan Lawa Wana Makar Bara Baganabathwa, verse 3. Hamataza'a Bayadawa Haganaba Mashawar I Kama War I Sha Haka Salakia Kayayam Shanayam Yashalam, verse 4. Kaya Yaba Ira Salakia Ayash Shada Awa Karam Washalak Af Ba'ayira Waba Ira Bashada Akar Mayatab Shada Hawa Wayamatab Karamua Yashalam, verse 5. Kaya Fataza'a Ash Wama Taza'a Kwatazayam Wana Akal Lada Yash Awa Hakwama Awa Hashada Shalom Yashalam Hama Ba'ira Af Haba'ira, verse 6. Kaya Yafan Ayash Al Ra'ai Hawa Kasat Awa Kalayam Lashamar Waganab Maba Salakia Mabayanath Mabayatha, good night. Hayash Yamataza'a Haganab Yashalam Shanayam, verse 7. La'a Yashataza'a Haganab Wana Kwa Rab Ba'il Habayatha Af. That's like an Al Ha'ala Hayam. Ha'ala Hayam. All right. Ama La'a Shalak Yadawa Bamala'a Kaf Ra'ai Hawa. Verse 8. Ayla Kal Dabara Pasha'ai Al Shawar Al Kamawar Al Shaha Al. What the heck is this name here? Shalama Al Kal Abada Ashar Ya Ashar Kaya Hawa'a Zaha Aid Ha'ala Hayam Yaba'a Dabara Shana Yaham Ashar Yara Shaya'ain Alahayam Yashalam Shanayam Lara I Hawa. All right. That was what was that? Exodus 22:2.
You started at 2, sir.
Okay. All right. All right, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 2. All right. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution.
That's the word, restitution.
Mm-hmm. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found on his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. Dang. That's something else.
Mm-hmm. That's serious.
That's serious.
Don't steal.
Don't steal, man. You know what I mean? And if you die, ain't no blood gonna be shed for you, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. You out here doing wrong. You're doing wrong. All right. Verse 5. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beasts, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution. All right. So if you out there feed off of somebody else's stuff and you let your beast go up in there, all right, well, I want the best of yours. It's only right.
Right.
You came up in mine. Like, these are things that we knew. We knew how to treat. This is all about brotherhood, man. The kingdom is about brotherhood. The laws is about brotherhood. Doing somebody right. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Damn right.
Don't you want to be? You want to be a good citizen, don't you? That's one thing that we, as a people, we just love being. We love being good citizens. We ain't got no problem with that. But we can't treat our brothers right. We can't do right by our brothers and sisters. The ones that we actually live with. We'll save another heathen nation. Worry about them and them getting in our fold. Right. But you won't even love your brother that's right next to you. But you want to pretend that you are all loving until you realize that you really don't care about these other nations. You really don't. I promise you don't. Only time you care about them is when you see them. That's the only time you care about them. You can sit here and talk to us all you want and yell at us and say, y'all evil, y'all a hate group and all this other type stuff. When the fact of the matter is, you really don't like the oppressor. Because you don't really be around them. You realize that? You don't. It's just that which you're around, the people that you're around, You just treat us bad. That's just all it is. But when when you're around them, you want to treat them good. You want to invite them to the barbecue with the potato salad with the raisins in it. You know what I'm saying? You want to say all that. But if you just all around just us, you ain't thinking about them. You are not thinking about them. I promise you. But because we sit here and say we need to stay away from them, now you want to around us. Now you want to sit here and interrupt us and say, no. I'm telling you what to do right for us. I'm telling you what the law says, how to treat your brother. But instead, what you're going to try to do is find a way to save the people that the law was not given to.
Right.
Around the people that the law was given to. You know what I mean? The law was given to us, and we sit having the conversation. Listen, man, this is what we need to do, right? We need to do our brothers right. We need to treat this right. But what about the heathen? What about them? How you going to seclude them? See, y'all a hate group. No, man, we just got to worry about getting us right first. Can we do that? Can I learn how to treat my brother first?
Sir, if I could.
Go ahead, you got it.
Something?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 16. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
That's heavy.
We're just so backwards that we try to, push towards or be, with other cultures because we just don't like our own anymore. But really, you should be comfortable with your own people. The Lord said it.
You are comfortable with your own people. You are uncomfortable with these other people. You are, because you're playing the stereotypical role around these other people. You're trying to prove to them that you belong in their surroundings.
Can I read another one?
Go ahead, you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as a chaste robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Eventually, you're just going to have to understand that you're going to have to be around your own people. You're going to come across a neighborhood that is filled with, let's say, East Indians. You're going to come to a neighborhood that's filled with, Edomites or Caucasians, and you're going to realize you're not welcome there, and you're going to have to go to your own people because you are going to get chased out of that neighborhood. You see what they did to Ahmaud Arbery. This hasn't even completely happened yet. And when you walk around a neighborhood where you're a black man and you're in a predominantly white neighborhood, they start to get a little funny with you. So what Isaiah Ward is saying is true and heavy.
Come on, man. You know what's crazy too? Remember that bull that smacked the bull with the twisted tea?
Yeah.
They'll come in your neighborhood and try to be like you. And the whole time what they're doing is insulting you.
Right.
Because they're in a lower estate. You see what I'm saying? And they'll sit there and try to talk like you. I was watching this video the other day. This thing the car put me on, man. 302 Steppers is some Instagram.
I see it every so often.
Yeah. And they had this dude on there that was I know his dad had to be. It looked like he had to be an Edomite. Had to be. And maybe his mom was black. You know what I'm saying? But when he up in there, he got the pole, he got the pipe, you know what I mean? He's sitting there with the guns and he drinking the lean and he rapping and he talking about he the best rapper in Delaware. You know what I'm saying? And all he doing is mimicking our folly. That's what they benefit off of, is our folly. That's the bull, exactly. He don't look like he, you know what I mean, right? He don't look like Israel, do he?
He might not be, but this is absolutely corny.
Exactly. They gotta have his shirt off. You got a do-rag on. What you got a do-rag on, man? You know your hair don't lay like that, man.
This is an abomination.
Yeah. And he got the guns. You know what I'm saying? And he talking about drinking lean. And that's what our youth is watching. And the youth, of course, think it's cool to walk around here with a shirt off, the pants all the way hanging down, pants on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And you know, tatted all crazy and just drinking stuff that just ruins your mind. That's like, it's nothing in this world we got to separate ourselves, man. We got to get to this. And with the one thing that you were saying is that it's like I forgot what I was gonna say. It's our people. We are basically given to the slaughter, bro. You ever see like the slaughter of the lambs is so spiritual, because what you'll see is these lambs giving up their necks. The only thing that can protect a lamb is the shepherd. A lamb will literally give you its neck to slaughter. So if the shepherd ain't right, then you know it's over for them. You see what I'm saying? That's us as a people. If we don't have this law and we don't have our shepherd, which is our king, Yahushua, we are given to the slaughter, man, because we just going to go this way and we're going to go that way. We need guidance. We need guidance. And that's what the law does for us. It is our wisdom. It is the one thing that's going to put us in our right place on this earth. You got to understand it, man. Got to understand that. Else, you know, you'll be a good citizen in the church. You know, you'll go to school and, you know, you could. That's fine. It's okay to do the things of this world, but this right here just sets you 10 times higher, if I may. It'll put you in a better spot. You know, because money is a defense too, and so is wisdom. If I can get that scripture,
I'm about to get it for you right now. Good night. What is this?
Look over at Kosh. Kosh is over there smiling like, "Hey man, I gotta keep up, man. Listen, man, I've been up till 4 a.m. last night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Christ. You know what I'm saying?
So this
Ken, if you want to, there's food back there. Oh, you just got something for yourself. This boy is unbrotherly. This boy is unbrotherly. I was just messaging.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
You heard what he said? He said she.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
Run that back.
Kanadawankan. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
What is the wisdom? That's what you need. Say it again. Wisdom is defense, and what is a defense?
Wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
So money is. So we know what money is, right?
Right.
Money is a defense because you need money to give you what? A house.
Right.
You need money to give you what? A vehicle. You need money. You see what I'm saying? In order to protect yourself, you don't want to be out on the street corners and just up for anything.
Right. If I could,
go ahead, you got it.
Christ said, and this is paraphrasing: if you don't have a sword, sell thy coat to get one.
Exactly.
And that's paraphrasing. That's loosely.
You need bread.
Right.
You need money. You see what I'm saying? So if money is a defense and wisdom is, what wisdom are we speaking of? What wisdom are we, Ken? You know? Yeah, you zoned out. I was watching. No sweat. That's why I called you. You know what wisdom? Yeah, what's our wisdom? What makes us wise?
You know his answer?
You definitely know.
I know it, but it's not coming to me right now.
No, it's coming to you. Let it open up. What's our wisdom? Money is a defense. What's money? Yeah, what is money? All right. What can you do with money? All right. So money can help me, right? It can protect me, right? If I got money, all right? I can buy a security system for my house, right? All right. So money is defense. Now, what is wisdom? What is wisdom?
What is wisdom?
Yeah.
Like,
what does wisdom mean?
Life insurance.
All right. So what is wisdom? If I say wisdom is a defense, if you don't know, you just want to say you don't know? The law. The law is your wisdom. You want to know why? Because it's being obedient to the Most High. It's just like fear. If you know what I'm talking, you know the scripture I want for that one?
Yeah, go to it. Get an understanding.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Or wisdom. Right?
Wisdom, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. How do you show that you fear the Most High? By keeping his law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
How do you know you love the children of the Most High? By keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. So how can you then say it's done away with? If that's how you show love for your brother and fear for the Most High.
You know what? I think what Christians are saying is that you don't have to love the Lord anymore. I think that's what
it is. Yeah, you ain't got to love God. He loves you no matter what.
Treat him like a genie.
No matter. He loves the sinner. He does not. All right, Ken? So what's your wisdom? The law. So you think it's important to read and find out what he was obedient? What makes you, you know what I mean? What pleases the Most High? You like to please your dad, right? You don't want your dad yelling at you, right? You know what I'm saying? You want your dad on your side, right? Because you know your dad will buy you the J's. Your dad will buy you all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your mom going to say you need New Balances. Ain't nothing wrong with New Balances. Ain't nothing wrong with them.
I was about to take you to counsel.
All right. You be having the dopest. He be having the dopest ones.
I love the New Balance.
He be having the dopest ones. As a matter of fact, you actually put me back on. Yeah. There you go. Get you some sacks. She'll get you some. You know what I'm saying? But you know, get on your dad's side. I'm going to look out for you because I'm a man. You my man. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm thinking about getting something for me, I'm thinking about getting it for you too. Oh, I gotta get my son. I want him to be fly too.
All right.
But if you disobedient, you ain't doing what I ain't thinking about you. I'm sorry to say, it's the truth. I ain't gonna condone that. I'm not gonna condone you being disobedient. You know, people on the I ain't trying to go on and on, man. We gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But people will sit there and fight you because we say things like, if my son was part of the Leviticus community, I'd kick him out the house. And people are like, oh, how could you do that? You're supposed to love them no matter what. All right. No sweat.
The same people will kick their son out for selling drugs.
Yeah, daggone right. But I'm so bad. Oh, Cam, you guys. You know what I mean? God's funny. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. I'm loving you by kicking you out.
Right.
because I love you according to the scriptures. Yeah, I understand that if I don't chastise you, I'm causing you to destroy yourself. You see what I'm saying? What father does not chastise his son when he's doing wrong? If you got kids out there, what child that do you have and he's just being totally disobedient that you just going to continue to? Oh, I know you're going to do it because that's what the Christian thing to do, right? But he's going to continue to be a deviant until he destroys himself. The scripture even talks about you leave a child to himself, he will destroy himself. He will shame his mother, is what the scripture says.
Right.
You know, that's hard to do. That's hard to shame your mom because your mom loves you regardless. Your mother's love is nothing. It's something serious. Matter of fact, Christ loves the church. You know what I mean? Like a mother loves her son.
Right.
Because her love is unconditional. It's hard to shake. But you got to understand this, bro. Like, he will shame the mother. Even the mother will be like, I'm sick. Wait till he turn 18. She coddled him all the way up until 18. But as soon as he turned 18, I'm tired of this. You got to go. You got to get out of here. Keep the law, statutes, commandments, man. All right, we got some more on that. Where was we at? So lock it. We definitely. All right. As we break out, if fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. Ooh, you know, you got these arsonists out here setting California ablaze. He shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen, ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. And it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let them pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. Ooh wee. So first they want to see if you had something to do with it.
Right. That's how the drug dealers, they be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get a pack from somebody and then be like, yo, I got robbed.
Exactly. Some of y'all brothers will say that just to try to keep something. You got your neighbors, your brothers lawnmowers, and you know what I mean, you using it, and he like, this is a good lawnmower.
Right.
I think it just got stole. And then you out there still cutting the grass. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man. So check out Exodus, the book of Exodus. You know what I mean? You'll see all the different laws that's in there, the law, statutes, commandments that's in there. You know, to basically govern our people, so that you're not treating your brother wrong. I'm pretty sure you'll find something in there that deals with a situation that you might even be going through with a brother and sister right now. You might have a cousin that you owe $20 to that you won't even speak to, because you ain't paying back $20, and you saying, man, hey, this a little funky $20, man. It's only $20, but it ain't got nothing to do with the money. It's the spirit behind it.
Right.
You basically disrespecting your you showing them no respect. That person, he ain't had to give you the bread. He gave you the bread, and then you just like, it's only a little funky $20. Was it a funky $20 when you asked for it?
Needed it.
You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man. You know, there's all. Check it out. Check it out for yourself. Check out the law. It's not done away with. It's something that we must keep. Keep the Passover. Keep the feast of unleavened bread. Right now, you should not have any leaven in your house.
Right.
All right. If you right now, I shouldn't be seeing folks out here eating pancakes, eating cakes and pies and cakes and pies. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
Salagi.
Yeah, you got it.
What's funny is me, my rib, my son, when we was heading down to the Passover, our first thing that we did was after we got the rental car and everything, we ate at IHOP. So we got the pancakes.
Right.
And then one of the last things we did before we left, so it's pre-Passover, so there's no Feast of Unleavened Bread taking place. And then while we're leaving, it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread taking place. So them same pancakes that we had when we went to IHOP before we left Georgia, we can't have.
Right.
So it's funny because we had to substitute that. We went to IHOP and substituted the pancakes for like hash browns or grits or something. You can still have good food, but just honor the Lord and do what he says. You don't got to have the bread that's puffed up.
Nah.
You don't got to have cakes. You can wait. It's one more day. You can wait. Eat the unleavened bread, for the Lord, please.
Exactly.
Baba Kasha.
Exactly. My rib makes some amazing unleavened bread. Cam ain't like it at first, but it was getting better and better for him. Me, I was tearing it up like, man, shoot. I need that. Yeah. I can't wait to get home and get some right now. You know what I'm saying?
Throw some steak and some whatever else in between it is good.
Shoot, bro.
Cam's like,
nah. Just give me some nachos.
I ate that at the airport.
Yeah.
Damn,
you can have Doritos, people. I know folks out there, I don't know what I eat. Yes, you can have Doritos.
I'm gonna have me some nachos on the way home, matter of fact.
Man, listen,
I'm starving right now.
I just started, I was just sitting here thinking about something, and it's so quick how it leads you too. I was like, Ken, I was just thinking in my head, I was like, yo, on the way home, we're gonna stop at Hardee's. And I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
You can stop. You could like Salaki. I know we talking about food and stuff, but you can. There's burger spots, especially Red Robin.
Yeah, they do the.
They'll do the lettuce wrap burger.
Yeah.
You don't like that? It's good.
I ain't never had no lettuce wrap, Joe.
It's good. They'll wrap your burger.
But lettuce. I do the lettuce wrap sandwiches, like the lunch meat drinks.
Right.
I do them all the time.
Yeah, but the burger just as good.
Yeah.
He said no.
Nah, I'm good. But yeah, man. With that, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the class. Salakia for going over on time today. But hey, man, we addressed a little bit of what I was having a conversation with. I'm gonna go deeper in on that tomorrow.
Right. Because we here tomorrow.
We're here tomorrow, man. We got the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's gonna be amazing. You know what I mean? My rib gonna be making some good food. You know what I mean? I'm sure Kahal Rib gonna make some good food. You know what I'm saying? Kaash, you gonna bring some food too? Most High in Christ, man. We're gonna have some food up in here, and we're gonna have a good time, man. You know what I mean? With the ox and aquafium, and it's gonna be dope, man. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in to Isupk Delaware. Pay your tithes, man. Pay your tithes, and because they definitely do that still in the Christian church.
Yeah,
ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stealing. All right, let's go ahead with it. It's the Lord's money.
Lock the doors.
He said, "Close the doors. Close the door." Yeah, just the Lord's prayer. We got to split. Cam. Where's your bag? Sir? Y'all about to be up Sir?
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Cam. Sir? Sorry. Right. If any man want to salute the Torah, step right up. How about some of y'all shot brakya?
Yabashim Yashabrak Ya. Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrak Yah.
Cam becoming a professional with that thing.
Yeah. He ain't even hit me with a Kamehameha this time.
Right? Remember, he used to rip the other scroll up. It's like, is you really taking it out on me? Like, what I do to you? All right. Men of Israel Mizum, which means to stand. We're playing your Hakwadum, which means to turn and face the east. All right, we just want to set up the Lord's Prayer. Go ahead.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash.
Hayah.
Shemka. Yahweh. Malakruka. Daba'ah. Ratazayach. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayim. Matananaw. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakwanau. Kabawatanaw. Kabawatanaw. Wala'ah. Daba'ayanaw. Banasaya 1. Abal. Awashayanau. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Ha'aparwa. I will love you. Aman.
What we said in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. All right, sorry. All right, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. All right. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrak Yah.
Yazmatah, sorry. We're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. All right, sisters Amajim, men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shamar Alatham by Shem Yah Shai.
That's my time. Dismiss.
Yeah, buddy.
That's his favorite.
Like a big shot. Spot. Right?
That is the way to Ka'ash.